So check this out. I just thought I was recording and I just took a photo. I was talking for a good, how long? What, 3-4 minutes?
At least.
So we were half an hour early, but now we're 5 minutes late. Reason being, wrong hospital. Turns out I didn't read my letter and we've gone to the general hospital, but it's to the Royal Southampton, which is one that's actually fucking closer to me as well. So, how'd you feel? How'd you feel about that? Fuck! Anyway, so you're going straight on to make sure these fuckers don't take you out. Yeah. Trying to rev too much because we've only got no miles. 3 miles left on the tank. We're about 1 mile away.
This is the first time I've ever used the GoPro by myself, driving us to the hospital. But then we had no miles left. So he literally let me drive his car with no in the tank. Now he's filling up. I don't know if you can see him that side. He looks so cute with no beard on. What is he doing? Oh, such a man-child. Anyway, we're going to the hospital so he can get his little stump fixed up. Says he's not worried. I think it might be a bit of a shock when he gets the bandages off, but honestly, he's been so cool with it. He's just got on with it. I know that he's got no choice, but really, he's just cracked on and he's not moaned. And anyone who knows Ryan knows that him not moaning is... I am so thankful. When we figured out last night, what Ryan does is he moans about things that really don't need moaning about. And then major things like losing the end of his finger, just cracks on. He just likes the attention. It's coming back now, so I'm going to turn it off.
Don't I? Take 3. Got some petrol. Not on video. It's on video mode.
Well done. Lovely. Right, the best news is it's not looking infected. Yeah?
Good. Yeah.
That's what we want.
This is actually the 4th attempt at something, right? So, this morning on the way to get my hand looked at, I thought I was recording, and I was like,
Careful.
he just walked in front of me.
What an idiot.
It's like the hardest thing ever. And I said a load of stuff, and I got Amy to speak and everything, and I was like, yeah, and I was quite proud of the way it came across. It was quite informative, I thought, about a subject I want to talk about. And just on photo mode, mate. So I literally just took a photo and then spoke to nothing. Then I tried to do it again, and I wasn't really happy with the way I said it because I was thinking about it too much. I was kind of annoyed, I was kind of rushed. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, so try again.
And then he started talking about COVID.
Oh yeah, there's no point because everyone just get angry. So no COVID talk, just the subject. Anyway, so I actually recorded the thing I wanted to record for the 4th time in the car. I felt like it was a little bit too long-winded, a little bit too boring. So I try my best not to be boring, but unfortunately when you're trying to get a point across, sometimes it might take a little bit of time. But yeah, this is now the 5th time. So basically, the thing that kept coming up was clients wanting to reduce body fat and get leaner and tone up, is their words. First off, toning isn't a thing, it's just reduction of body fat. I think people think like losing body fat and toning are different things. They're not. Train, diet, and you'll get leaner. And then when you get leaner, your skin will become tighter to your muscles, less body fat, more visible muscle, and you'll look toned. Anyway, what they assume they need to do is up the cardio and lower the food immediately, when actually the method I try to employ is to keep the food as high as possible whilst training, but holding cardio back is almost like an ace up the sleeve. Your body is really good at adapting to stress. If you put your body under the most stress immediately, if you throw all of your tools down immediately, week 2, week 3, week 4, it's going to start to be a problem. Not only are you not going to be performing to your best because your food's low, you might be pissing yourself off because there's too much activity from not training to doing everything. It's quite hard to sustain for most people. So my idea is to still keep things in reserve, so to speak, that you can introduce over time. Now, plenty of food so you can still perform at a good level, but when you clean your food up, the food volume changes. So it looks like you're eating a lot more, but actually typically you're eating less calories. So you're eating more quality food, you're training really, really hard, and cardio is still the ace up your sleeve. Over time, things start to stall, so then you can reduce food a little bit. If you start low food, where can you take the food? Lower it again, keep lowering it. Before you know it, you're on no food. And obviously that's a problem. So instead, higher food, well, as high food as possible relative to that person, and train really hard, obviously, but still allow for recovery, and cardio can be introduced over time. Start small, work big. If you start with an hour jog, for example, where do you go in week 2, week 3, week 4? So the idea is to have tools in your arsenal to be able to introduce over time. So quite often people will see the plan and think, that's a lot of food, why no cardio? And these are the reasons why. I almost put my knee out. I'm glad you found that funny. Yeah.
Can't believe I'm back here again at Mum and Dad's, training in the garden. There's not a flat surface, don't have a squat rack, got next to no equipment, but did this in lockdown 1. We're just back here again. The only thing is where there's a bit more crap, and there's actually a dog turd there. I know it's absolutely freezing, but I put my PCA jumper on. Just
Did you get that when you won?
Yeah, just to remind myself that good things can be done in a lockdown. You can even win a bikini competition, so yes. Let's do it.
Yes.
Yep. Looks really good though. Yeah.
This morning I was asked a question, what is it that is different about prep to just a normal diet? They said, what is different about what you do to what you give me, for example, is my client asking. The answer is not that much. Prep is just the umbrella term for basically reducing your food over time and getting leaner and leaner into a state where you can present your body on stage. Did you eat peanut butter?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so there is no difference. Prep and dieting are just the same thing. Like, it's just a word. There's nothing special going on there. There's not something different that's going to happen. Maybe it would be slightly upped intensity. But I think the main difference, and this is what I said to my client, the main difference is my adherence. The reason why I know I'm going to change. In 8 weeks, I'm going to look quite dramatically different to what I do now, is because I put 100% effort. I'm not going to miss things. I'm not going to half-hour sessions. I'm not going to anything. So that is the main difference. I think a lot of people are quite casual. And being casual is absolutely fine. I do not begrudge anyone for being casual. That's fine. Like, you're entitled to do whatever the fuck you want. But it just isn't, you know, people want fast results, but then they also want to be casual. So it's like, you need to pick one. If you want to be casual, your results likely aren't going to be fast. But there isn't something special that happens in prep. It might be slightly more intense in terms of like the fact that it's not as sustainable. People are always looking for long-term sustainability, and prep sometimes isn't. But the overall aspect of prep is no different to dieting. You're just reducing food and training and cardio. That's it. Same as what a lot of people are doing. So, and the reason why it's called prep is because
you are preparing for something. It might be a photo shoot, it might be an holiday, or it might be a show.
That's it. So yeah, you'll be posing practice and things like that as well, which I guess normal folk don't do. But it's just the shortened word of the word preparation. That's it. There isn't something special that happens. There isn't a special food. There isn't special anything. You're just doing it with good adherence and making sure that you present yourself best on stage.